Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about the topic from trade to territory. In this topic, Anglo-Maratha Wars. The Marathas managed to overcome the crisis caused by their defeat at Panipat and after a decade recovered their control over Delhi. However, the old Maratha Confederacy, controlled by the Bishwa, had given way to five virtually independent states. Bishwa at Pune, at Baroda, Bhonsle at Nagpur, Holkar and Indore, at Scindias at Gwalior. The first Anglo-Maratha War. In the case of the Marathas, the first British intervention was at the time of dispute over succession to the Bishwaship following the death of Narayan Rao. After the death of Narayan Rao, Raghunath Rao became the Bishwa, but his authority was challenged by a strong party at Pune under Nana Bhatnavis. The party recognized the infant born posthumously to Narayan Rao's wife Gangabai as the Bishwa and set up a council of regency in his name. Having failed in his bid to capture power, Raghunath Rao approached the British for help. The Treaty of Surat between the English and Raghunath Rao was concluded in 1775. However, the majority of the Supreme British Council in Calcutta was opposed to the Surat Treaty. Although Warren Hastings himself had no objection to ratifying the treaty, the council sent Colonel Uptown to Pune to negotiate a peace with the Pune Regency. Accordingly, Uptown concluded the Treaty of Purandar in 1776. The treaty, however, did not take effect due to opposition from the English government in Bombay. As a result, Raghunath Rao was pensioned off and Madhav Rao too was accepted at the Bishwa. And the next, Salsette was given to the British. Next, Satyendranath Daho, the elder brother of poet Rabindranath Daho, was the first Indian to pass the ICS examination in 1863. And the next, the second Anglo-Maratha War. After accepting the subsidiary alliance by the Bishwa, Dato Zindia and Raholji Bhonsle attempted to save Marathas' independence. But the well-prepared and organized army of the English under Arthur Wellesley defeated the combined armies of Scindia and Bhonsle at Azai and Arohan. Result of the Second Anglo-Maratha War. The Maratha power was gradually weakened. The English East India Company started becoming the paramount power in India. And the next is Third Anglo-Maratha War. The Third Anglo-Maratha War was a final and decisive conflict between the British East India Company and the Maratha Empire in India. It began with an invasion of the Maratha territory by British East India Company troops. The troops were led by the Governor General Hastings and he was supported by the force under General Thomas Hislop. The Bishwa Baji Rao too forces followed by those of Modoshi, Bhonsle of Nagpur and Malhora Holkar of Indore rose against the British. Dalrota Zindia of Gwalior remained neutral. The Bishwa was defeated in the battles of Hadi and Gurian and several minor battles were fought by the Bishwa's forces to prevent his capture. Bhonsle was defeated in the Battle by those of Modoji, Bhonsle of Nagpur at Malhora Holkar of Indore rose against the British. Dalrota Sindhi of Gwalior remained neutral. The Bishwa was defeated in the battles of Gaudi and the Harojian and several minor battles were fought by the Bishwa's forces to prevent his capture. Bhonsle was defeated in the Battle of Sitlabadi and Holkar in the Battle of Mahidpur. And the result of the Third Anglo-Maratha War, the Maratha Confederacy was dissolved and Bishwaship was applied. Children, now we recall what are the things we learned about in this topic. The first one is carnivals established a system of circles or danas. Each was headed by a daroha. And the next is Lord Wellesley introduced the system of subsidiary alliance to bring the princely status under the control of the British. And the last one, Lord Dalhousie, was one of the chief architects of the British Empire in India. Okay, children, now we see the next topic in next class. Okay, thank you.